glad you could join me again today. We're going to start today with the reading of one of my favorite children's stories called The Little Red Hen. And here's how it goes. Once upon a time, a little red hen lived on a farm with a dog and a pig and a cow. And Little Red Hen worked hard every day to grow her plants in her garden. The dog and the pig and the cow did nothing but sleep all day in the warm sun and watch Little Red Hen work in her garden. One day, Little Red Hen found a grain of wheat. "Who will help me plant this wheat so we can eat fresh bread?" she said. "Not I," said the dog. "Not I," said the pig. "Not I," said the cow. "I will plant it myself then," said Little Red Hen, and she planted the grain of wheat. Little Red Hen took good care of her wheat, but the dog and the pig and the cow said they were too tired to help. By the end of the summer, the wheat grew very tall. It was time to cut the wheat and take it to the mill. "Who will help me cut the wheat and take it to the mill so we can have fresh bread?" "Not I," said the dog. "Not I," said the pig. "Not I," said the cow. "Then I will take it to the mill myself," said Little Red Hen, and she cut the wheat and set off for the mill. After the miller made the wheat into soft flour, she came back to the farm and asked, "Who will help me bake the bread?" "Not I," said the dog. "Not I," said the pig. "Not I," said the cow. "Then I will make it myself." And she did just that. She mixed the flour and the salt and the yeast and made the dough, and after the dough rose, she put it in the oven to bake. Can't you imagine how well that smelled? Well, the bread was done, and she asked, "Who will help me eat the bread?" "I will," said the dog. "I will," said the pig. "I will," said the cow. "No, you will not," said Little Red Hen. "You did not help me plant the grain. You did not help me take care of it. You did not help me cut it and take it to the mill. You did not even help me make the bread. I will eat it myself." And she did. I was reminded of this little story when I completed my devotion this morning. Spurgeon was talking about the benefits of meditation, and he said, "Why is it that some Christians, although they hear sermons, make slow advances in the divine life? It is because they neglect their times of prayer and do not thoughtfully meditate on God's word. They love the wheat, but they do not grind it. They want to have the corn, but they do not go out into the field to gather it. The fruit hangs on the tree, but they will not pluck it. And the water flows at their feet, but they will not stoop down to drink it." And that's when I thought of the story of the Little Red Hen, the three other individuals, little animals that would not help. They just wanted to eat the bread. Just like the cow and the pig and the dog, Christians sometimes want to be spoon-fed by whatever manner costs them the least effort. And they expect to receive equal blessings then in the end. And when we adopt this attitude, we really do miss out on the joy of learning and the health of spiritual growth. We don't experience the same level of blessing as the Little Red Hen who enjoyed the fruit of her labor. Spurgeon went on to say, "Our souls are not nourished merely by listening a while to this, that, and the other part of divine truth. Hearing, reading, seeing, and learning all require inwardly digesting to complete their usefulness, and the inward digesting of truth lies, for the most part, in meditating upon it." So the question for us today is, are we like the Little Red Hen, working to get the spiritual benefit out of life by hard work and diligence and thoughtfulness? Or are we like the dog and the pig and the cow, just laying around nibbling on whatever comes by, not understanding that our poorness of spirituality is due to our laziness in meditation and prayer and Bible reading? There's another spiritual application to this story I thought of. You remember the parable of the lazy workers. Each worker was given goods. It was called a talent, that were given according to their ability. And the object was that they would increase them before the owner returned. And the man with five talents invested, and he doubled his reward. The man with 2 talents did the same. But the man with 1 talent went and hid it. He did not invest it. It did not grow. And when the owner returned, he was very displeased. Each of the men who invested wisely were blessed, but the man who did not was left empty-handed and cast out. And when we read that parable in Matthew chapter 25, 14 to 30, you can see that this man thought that he kept the talents safe but he'd missed the intent. And like the story of the little red hen, we aren't to be like the dog and the pig and the cow who laid around and watched the little red hen working. We are to be up and about working for God if we expect to receive a reward, because that's where true joy abides. That's where we get the real nutriment from our service and our spiritual devotion. So let's ask ourselves those questions again. Are we like the little red hen, working to get the spiritual benefit out of life by hard work and diligence and thoughtfulness? Or are we like the dog and the pig and the cow, just laying around, nibbling on whatever comes by, not understanding that our poorness of spirituality is due to our laziness in meditation and prayer and Bible reading? I hope not. I hope you share in the benefits of hard work and faithfulness in the Lord. I'll see you next week.